Gotta load my chats up and we'll be ready to go here in a few seconds. We're live on all, well, every platform imaginable right now. We're doing a trowel across time. So we get to talk to Gavin's murder. Life's been full of surprises for both of us. I've no doubt you never expected to lose that attorney badges of yours. And I'll bet you never expected to wind up here. Shady Smith was the name of the man you killed. Did you know who he really was? Who he was? Zach Romero, you know, the defendant. I remember him, of course. What do you say Smith was Zach? Impossible. Don't even try to tell me it was a coincidence. What did I just say? Life is full of surprises, don't you think, right? After that trial, you were arrested and found guilty. But your motive was never made clear. A mistake I plan to remedy. You're not an attorney anymore, right? What possible conclusion do you think this investigation of yours can lead to? I killed a man named Smith with a bottle because I am an evil human being. Isn't that enough? You recall that case 7 years ago? Oh yes, the trial where Zach Ramar pulled his famous vanishing act. My brother won his fair share of praise and adoration, as I recall. Genius prosecutor revealed his crooked attorney, was it? That was when I met you, wasn't it? Unanimously for the strictest punishment. Unanimous save for one dissenting opinion, yours. It was my brother who was responsible for putting you in that position, after all. 7 years we've been friends, and yet I still don't understand you. But right, your friendship towards me was never pure. You suspected me then as you still do now, don't you? Honestly, right now, I'm not sure what I think. You don't just brand a guy with a juice bottle for no reason. Tell me why you did it. Persistent, aren't you? I came here so I remembered something. The night of our game. Zach Romero mentioned your name, Gavin. That reminds me, I saw a familiar face as I entered this restaurant. He did not seem to notice me, however. Gavin, I believe was his name. After that, he was killed. And I asked you to help me. Because I remembered your kindness back when everyone had turned on me. I seemed to be in a bit of a trouble. Something like that. Dead. Someone hit him hard. Me, please. Cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands, should it come to that. I have to know. Why did you kill Shady Smith? No, Zach Romero. Boom! The black Cyclops. Hooah! I've never seen Cyclops like these. Dark, cold, full of despair. Can I even unlock these things? Something wrong, right? No, it's nothing. Not really. I know appearances are a big thing with you. You know what I say. That certainly does it. Oh, Chatters, you have seen that same nail polish earlier in this case yesterday. So yeah, we know exactly where that nail polish is coming from now. Oh shoot, I'm getting a Kappa face. This isn't the Bills game? Oh shoot, I thought it was. I thought it was actually a Jets playoff game. The Jets are going to the Super Bowl this year. I don't know. If you're so drawn to it, please have one. It's on me. That only happens in Tecmo Super Bowl 2050. Oh wow, my hand's red now. Oh, maybe it's always been that way. Oh yes, my collection. Oh yeah, Blitz. I was never good at Blitz though. That's some chair just looking at that makes me want to take a seat. And here, comfortable chair is the most valuable thing in the world. You'd have to add 2 digits to the price of a standard prison issue chair for this. Nice roses. Taking care of this one here? Oh yeah, she's surprisingly delicate, you know. Requires careful tending, but she's my best friend, as they say. Oh, of course. She's known to bite if handled roughly. Your rose bites? I was speaking of the photo next to the rose. My retrieval, Von Gold. Cute but feisty. Every dog has its horn. Oh, what's that happen to be? We have a yellow letter. We happen to be missing a yellow letter that was sent in our current case. It's not nice to peek at other people's mail. That I do, though. They read it first, apparently. Package and the like are a different matter, however. Drew Studio. I figured you'd come here sooner or later. I decided on sooner, Drew Measham, was it? I haven't done anything illegal. I didn't come here to whine about past events. I wanted to ask you some questions. That day, entire court descended into chaos. Only you stood still, your eyes calmly watching. I admit it made me quite an impression on me. I'm used to finding myself in outrageous situations. I'll answer what I can. Hey, it's our defendant from the future case now. Oh, this is my daughter, Vera. Say hello. She's gone. Shall we begin then? Judging from this place, you're a painter? Not, sadly, a profitable one. I've never sold a painting. It's a source of considerable embarrassment. I would be able to get by were it only me. Your daughter? Her mother grew wary of me and left. I don't want her to grow up needy, Mr. Wright. That is why I began my other occupation. Forgeries. Don't look at me with those eyes. I know what it is that I do. More than half the paintings they bring me are stolen. And who knows what my copies are used for. But some of your works aren't paintings, correct? You may not believe me when I tell you this, but that was my first work outside of painting. To think it would be used as evidence in a murder trial. I never even imagined the possibility. Why did you take the job? I was well paid. Very well paid. I think he feels worse about it than I do. The past is hard to escape. Honestly, the sooner I can put this behind me, the better. With apologies to you, of course. Sorry, but it's not going to be quite so easy. Your work, don't try to pretend you've forgotten. Sure, all you did was make a copy, but that copy might have destroyed the life of an innocent man. I'm responsible too, which is why I have to know. And you have to tell me. I knew it would be difficult to escape this. Then let's talk. Well then, ready to tell me about this work you did? It was unlike anything I had attempted before. I guess it would be a little different from paintings. That is not what I mean. In all my previous works, it sufficed to create a copy. This wasn't a copy? The client gave me two things that day. First was a sample page as reference. The second, a printed document I can only summarize was written by my client. So you used the real writing as a reference to reproduce what the client wrote. Yes, as I said, it was my first job of that nature. So, who was your client? As I said in court, I did not know. Really? Even for such a suspicious request? If it was me, I'd want to know as much as I could about a requester. I never met them, not personally. Ah, shoot. He's hiding something! Of course. Seems like you're still hiding something. Something about this work. Oh. Let's hear it then. What are you hiding from me, Mr. Misham? What is it you're hiding? I don't know. What are you doing? You're hiding everything from us. I'm sorry, but I really don't know. I never met the client. Regardless, you're hiding something. Otherwise, it wouldn't make any sense. Oh, why are you doing this to me? Well, I've made my stand. No backing down now. I can pretty much piece together what from what you've said. What is it then? You told me what you knew about the client, and I couldn't see any psych locks. Psycho locks? Is that some sort of asylum security? A new hairstyle, perhaps? But then they did show up, didn't they? Even for such a suspicious request. Those words triggered the psych locks. Again, with the psycho locks? No, I really must know what they are. So you didn't meet with the client, but someone else did. Maybe the real forger? Perhaps I'm hung up on this lock business. Yeah, well, I didn't come here to talk about psych locks. As long as I come to the right conclusion, it doesn't matter how I got there. Poppycock! I don't know what you're talking about. That's my work, I tell you. Made here in my studio. It's your daughter, Vera Misham, isn't it? My daughter's only 12 years old, Mr. Wright. I've got you now. You're not the forger. This makes your daughter the only possibility. I feel very much on the verge of going psycho-lock myself. I don't know how you knew, but you're right. The one who made this page is my daughter Vera, not I. She's only 12, a genius, you might call her. A precocious little girl outshining her father. There's been a lot of that going around lately. I let her play in the studio. She watched me. She taught herself in that way. The drafting tools and analytical devices I bought when they become necessary. They're my little girl's playthings now. I detect a bit of fatherly pride. Vera's the one who made the page? Don't you know who the client was then? Actually, client came once. Here, to the studio. What? Why didn't you say so sooner? Their face was covered and they did not want to talk to me. So, they talked to your daughter? I will speak only with the artist, the client told me. Okay, what do I do now? Maybe I should talk to her. My daughter has never been one to talk to strangers. Please, let me speak with her. So guess what we have here? Kada Trupe Grimare. Post office issue that commemorative stamp last year. Not anymore. Now that one of them has vanished off the face of the earth. Vera went to see one of their shows when she was quite small. That's actually what we need, I believe, to talk with her. Then there's this. My stamp! Hey, he spoke. She can talk. Yeah, so the stamp. How can I keep her talking? Isn't Trupe Grimare amazing? Oh, I especially like those two, Zach and Valant. I mean, they're just so magical. Aren't they? Aren't they? Yeah, whenever I go to one of their shows, I'm like, whoa, magic, you know? Me too, me too. I love them. They're so cool. It's like magic. Yeah. All right, she's talking, not very much, but start. I went and saw them with Father the other day. The opening ceremony at the Grimare Museum of Magic. They have one of those? Guess it makes sense now that they have their own commemorative stamp. Have you been to one of their shows? Just once when I was little with Father. The Grimare's on stage. It was like a dream. Disappearing, reappearing, cutting apart, putting back together. They do it all! Yeah, maybe you can... Oh, sure. Do. I don't go outside much. I like the paint in here. Why don't you like the outside? There's bad people out there. Well, true, but there are lots of good people, too. Actually, I should tell you. She was almost kidnapped once. Kidnapped? Since then, she's been, well, you can see for yourself. She refuses to leave the house. I see. Wait, that doesn't make sense. You said she went to the Grimare Museum? With you, in fact. Ah, yes. Actually, she's quite insistent on it, much to my surprise. That's the first and last time she expressed such a desire to me. That person gave me a good luck charm for when I absolutely had to go outside. Father, I told you to keep that a secret. So your father tells me you're good at painting all sorts of things? I really like painting a lot. Father was always very happy when I paint them exactly the same. So you did this too? Oh yes, that was my first job. All I used to do was paint the same thing I saw. This was totally different. Pen slips and the way the writer held the pen, the pressure on the nib. I had to use a microscope and analyze it on the computer. Odd, her work was the last nail in Grimare's coffin. I guess no one told her. They're the best in the world, huh? Oh, you mean Trupe Grimare, of course. Father gave it to me. Your father? But I asked him about it. He didn't know how you got it. Guess I just took it, yeah. Took it. Father got a letter from that person. That person, you mean that letter was from the client? Oh, we talked about the Grimares forever that day. I'm sure that's why I was sent the stamp. I don't want to just send it back, so look, took it. So, you met the person that asked you to do this job, and you talked with them? What's this about a good luck charm you received? Oh, more psycho locks! Right, time to do some psych locking. Seem to trust this client quite a lot, in fact. Because they gave you the stamp? No, that's not why. They listened to me, to my problem. The problem, that keeps her inside all the time. That's what they told me. But when I absolutely have to go out, all I had to do was use a good luck charm. This was what they gave you, wasn't it? Ah! Same bottle was over there on your desk. Your good luck charm, right? I heard once, cosmetics were once thought to ward off evil. This is a magic bottle. It has the same power. Ah, of course it does. I'll have to refrain from commenting anymore on that one. This man is a friend of mine. Know him? His name is Christoph Gavin. He's a lawyer, actually. I promised. I promised not to tell. So it seems Phoenix already knew 7 years ago that Gavin set him up. And if I break my promise, the spell won't work. I don't need a name anymore. I've got my answer. You're pretty confident in his charm, then. I think they might be a devil. Maybe an angel? What do you mean? I saw it, or I think I saw it, when they gave me this. I saw the devil's face. Are you saying the client's face looked like the devil's? No, the client was gentle with a gentle smile. So where'd you see this devil then? It was so quick, I don't remember well. But that's when I knew. That person wasn't like other people. That's why I believe in my good luck charm. I'll be leaving now. I'm sorry for what happened. If you want to apologize, try my client, Zach Gramara. Did I do something bad? What makes you think that? Your eyes, they're sad. Very sad. I'll put on my smile next time I come, I promise. I hope to see you smiling then too, Vera. Oh, okay. Take care. Thinking back on my first encounter with the young forger. I witnessed something of vital importance that day. Of course, by the time I realized it, it was already too late. Let's see what we can do here. This guy has 4 psycho locks. Trick up his sleeve. I'm flying by the seat of my pants on this one. Well, not long for this world. What weakness could be so powerful? The flashier the better. And flashy so often means danger, doesn't it? Why, that's one of ours. Specially designed for your show, I gather. Single bullet, one shot. What are you suggesting? We are magicians, Mr. Wright, not murderers. I'm not crying murder, Mr. Villant. I'm crying something from far more tragic. An accident. Zack and Villant, quick draw, shoot 'em. How long has it been since those shots were last heard? Was that shoot 'em canceled because someone might get hurt? Of course, what other reason could there be? Well, it could have been canceled because someone had already gotten hurt. My Faustian fortune friend. Tell me, what can you prove with single pistol? Well, tell me what would have happened if there had been an accident. What if one of your bullets took a life on stage? It is concerned with precision. I think it's going to be this stamp since... If we look at the stamp, there's like 3 of them on there, right? But now there's only 2. And now they're down to 1. A word, if I may? Yes. Does it excite you to know you stand... No, I guess it's not that. Oh, wait. Maybe... Oh, wait. Valessa Grammar. So this is Trucy's mother, Valassa. She's pretty. I can picture her on stage with Zack. Well, that's Zack Gramare's wife and Trucy's mother. Valassa, I believe, is her name. Ah. Alakazam! But how can you say this? And this is clearly... Very, very popular. So popular, they even made a commemorative stamp. We're not merely the latest craze. We were an age. A golden age. It's all here on the stamp. There's Philosopha, yes? Tracy's mother is missing, I hear. What happened to her? I don't know. There's one thing you're failing to address. What's that? Hide anything he wished. Mr. Wright. Then he would have hid a crime, making him an accomplice. His innocence would come into question. It wasn't a question of who. Philosopher herself was the problem. What? She was Zach's wife, Tracy's mother, and Magna Fea Grimare's only daughter. There was a terrible accident, and the two of you killed your mentor's only daughter. If that wasn't the key to Magnify's power over you, I don't know what it was. It was an accident! Oh man, all the bunnies, There's no proof, none at all. But Philosopha went missing, and your mentor blackmailed both of his disciples. It doesn't take a genius to put one and one together. Ours was a complex family. You mean Trupe Grimara. The master, Magnify. His only daughter. And his two disciples. That does sound like a recipe for disaster, doesn't it? Do not be tempted into faulty flights of fancy. Yes, there was an accident. But that is all it was, an accident. Zach and Valance tour de force. The guns blaze, the bullets fly, straight towards that beautiful body on stage. And then crash, zing, pow, and everything but her. Now that is magic. It happened one day when we were practicing. Same trick with a new twist. And tragedy. But as for whose bullet stole Valessa's life, we shall never know the answer. Velosa disappeared from our lives, and Zach was bereft of his wife. Trucy lost her mother, and Magnify his only daughter. And that led to the blackmail. It's all part of parcel now. Why did Magnify try to cover up the accident? All I can say is, it was a critical time for Trupe Grimar. A passing of the torch from Magnify to Zack and Valant. We all sacrificed that. It might be a success. Philosopher's death was the greatest sacrifice of all. Yet, even when her life was extinguished, her presence was not. What do you mean? In time, found we could no longer oppose Magnify's wishes. Magnify forced us to perform his art for his benefit. I see. I guess I can understand. I mean, he did lose his only daughter. But do you not find cowardice in his actions? Huh? Decide to hide the truth of his own daughter's death? Then to hang that death as a guillotine above our heads? She was not told, naturally. Who would want to know that their father might have taken their mother's life? I had not thought of that accident for a very long time. After that accident, there was one who came sniffing quite persistently. He called himself a newsman at the time. Often I spot him lurking about the dressing room doing his research. What was his name? Sorry, I have forgotten. But I liked him not. I see. His name, I do not recall. You went on uncovering answers, only wound. I had begun to notice a dark curtain hanging over Troupe Grimaire. And I began to realize that I had to protect Trucy from that darkness. The reporter he mentioned, the newsman, I never knew who that was at the time. Though I've gotten a pretty good idea who it is now. That smile and the sickly sweet smell of mint. The last floss Finn Fred connecting Zack to this world. Sooner or later I'd have to track him down. So we're done with the past. We just got the present left to do. Hey, well, what do we have here? Of course I remember you. Journalist meets ex-attorney in bar, end quote. Mr. Measham was poisoning his daughters. Oh, yes, I know. I know, yes. He tracked down Case just a little quicker, end quote. Zack Grimaire was a good friend. Zack said something to that effect back to the Borch Bull Club. What a man. If a little, no, a lot, no, extremely rough around the edges. I think I could ask you a few... I'm usually the interview, not interviewee. Not other way around, end quote. Fine, shoot, I don't care. People have been asking me all sorts of things lately. It was tragic what happened to Drew Measham and his daughter. Forgery is a serious crime, and they paid the price. You know what really did them in, though? Don't ya? Yes. A forged diary page. The night I interviewed him. I found out something about Measham I hadn't known. What's that? You know, he always felt like he was being watched. Every day for 7 years. Walls have ears, potatoes have eyes, end quote. Being watched, you mean he felt guilty? No, I'm not talking about feelings here. You know, I felt watched too. Whole time I've been on this case, no less. Journalist gets tingling sensation on back of neck, freaks out, end quote. Because you felt guilty? Why would I feel guilty? I met Zack for that case, actually. Me and the shooting with Magnify. No, before that. It's not widely known. You mean, the accident during the quick dart shooting practice. My, you're well informed. Should have seen me back then. I dug up quite the scoop. I wanted it all. Money, fame, women, a little puppy, all for me! I was younger then. My days and nights smelled of fresher mint than they do now. Valant did mention one particular nosy reporter. In fact, I was on close speaking terms with Magnify at the time. I knew his daughter too, of course. Philosopher, was it? Really, then Philosopher disappeared, quite suddenly at that. Magnify wouldn't say a word about it. Yeah, my evil habit got the better of me. Journalist catches scent of Scoop, goes on feeding frenzy. I set up a one-on-one with Philosopher's husband, see? Zack Grimaire. Something strange was in the air over at Troop Grimaire in those days. Whole screwy mentor-controlling disciples seemed starred by then, I'm guessing. Philosopher, she was a part of it all, right? Come on, you can tell me off the record. Sorry, I don't know. Anyway, I kept prying and eventually became friends with Zack. He punched me once or twice or 5 times. He came to see me as his confidant. It felt like he was being watched, and you along with him. Nerves? No, it's nothing so mundane. I stopped paying attention to my nerves long ago. But I felt it too. Journalist sure he's being watched. Don't you wonder why Zack got rubbed out after 7 years? Right after coming into contact with me? He completely vanishes from the courtroom. Then for 7 years he talks to no one, not a soul. Then just as the remaining time was almost up, he contacts me in order to have this made. And then he dies. Starting to put the pieces together, are we? And you were being watched this whole time. Maybe not just me, maybe you were too. Me. He's been waiting this whole time, 7 years, eh? Waiting. For his big comeback, of course. Big revival of Magnificent Miracle. Of course, it was all a dream. Because of this. The performance rights. In the absence of any official documents, he was golden. Who's to say the old man didn't give his rights to both Zack and Valant? Time finally comes and Valant's like a kid on Christmas morning. It's going to put a bit of a damper on the big show. At work and in love too. It's the same old story, really. Two deciphers and their mentor's only daughter. One has 3 sides and all of them pointy. A triangle. That is pretty classic. When you're in a performing troupe, that's your world. It's like family. One with an entire high school's worth of drama. And in the middle of all this, Philosopha has Trucy, and then she dies. I need to find out more about Philosopha. I wonder if I present... Do I know that? Of course! I was friends with Zack after all. He hit 5 times, actually. Philosopha? Magnificence's only daughter. You think you could tell me more about her? Well, why the heck not? So Philosopha married Zack and had Trucy, see? It was her second marriage, actually. I mean, she was divorced? I hadn't heard this one before. Not quite. Her late husband was a performer, too. Apparently he died during some gig. Tragic, really. They had only been married 1 year. I didn't know. Ah, but she was a beauty. Still carry a photo of her around, you know? I've known Trucy since she was a little thing, too. She got the better deal, really. She's got you for family, after all. What do you mean? Just menacing, you know. Philosopha has another child besides Trucy, end quote. What? But Trucy said she was an only child. Ah, yes, this one she had with her previous husband. Her first husband who died during a performance? Yep, they had themselves a kid. Another orphan now. That's another one who slipped through the cracks. No idea where they are now. Philosopha had another child. Sure, I can be Maybe so, but still. I have to do what I can. I have to tell what I find to those who come next. I'm not the one who closed the curtain on the little play. Apparently, that's not my role anymore. I was just wondering, what Magnify would think of all this? What do you mean? Haven't you seen it in Trucy? She's got his power. You mean how I can't lie to Trucy? It's the same with Magnify, and with his daughter, Philosopha. It's a strange thing you think it's some Grimare gene. Magnify told me once, back when Zack married Philosopha, said Zack had good eyes, but no good like Grimare's eyes. Not that good. Who knows what the Grimare secret was? Maybe nobody now that Zack's gone. It sprouted from a warp in the Grimare fabric and grew swallowing everything. Wrapped itself around the Grimare's power. I don't know what was up with the bunnies. They're magicians. They have all kinds of animals. And I would once again need to meet the one who bridged it all together. I have to know more about the power of Trucy's. It's like she can see right into people's minds. It blew mine. And after you were done having your mind blown, you took her to play cards with you. Or, gotta use the resources at hand, I always say. Yet, I myself have no such power. Why is that? I think... the three of you were a team once. Not that the entire country doesn't already know this. At your peak, you were the biggest stars around. Yet, there's another story behind the fame, one not many know. Flossa lost her life during a rehearsal. To you and Valant, Gamar's bullets. It was an accident. It wasn't me. How could I shoot my dear Flossa? Why, it's just like another murder I might mention. Damn you. Her eyes. I love Flossa's eyes. To think they could read my mind was frightening. Yet there was warmth in them that felt like an embrace. She is dead and Magnify has joined her. Mr. Zack? I do not know. I don't need any power to see through that one, buddy. There's someone else. Someone other than Trucy? Someone to inherit Flossa's power. Ha ha ha! How would I know? My chances are slim. I would take a Merrick to learn the truth, or maybe one has already occurred. Ta-da-da! Guess who? Time to play the chords of steel. It's Apollo Justice time. This boy, his name is something weird. Who could it be? An attorney. Attorney? I noticed him when I went to visit a friend's law offices. So what do we make of this great ex-attorney? You can show me a picture of strange boys all you like. You could at least say something like, I'm this boy. Perhaps you wouldn't laugh if you knew the facts. A ring? Your marriage to Flossa was her second. How did you know this? Her first husband, he died a year after they were wed, yes? He was a performer. They met when he joined us Gramares as a guest in our show. After Flossa wed him, she left the troupe for a while. You say she had a child then? Couldn't help notice that she was wearing... Those bracelets stand out. They are Gramare Fair Emily heirloom. This boy wears a bracelet just like the one in the picture. What? So that's why. What, Zach? I took this photograph of Flossa before she left us. When she returned, she wore only one bracelet. I bet I know where that other one went. She gave it to this boy, her son. Strange power. I myself do not know from where it comes. The fact is that it's passed down from the Gramare line. What? I asked her once. This is what she told me. Her power responds to tension in others. Tension? She were to face a person, it became tense even slightly, and she would know, no matter how hard they tried to hide it from her. She wouldn't realize what she... about the use of, or in her case, objects. Yes, her bracelets. I have made a decision. Well, I hardly need you to tell me about this point, but those two are brother and sister, yes. And the brother, too, has this power of theirs. I wonder what will come of that. Mr. Wright, tonight after our game is done, I will return to a life of hiding. I would not see her live her life without knowing. I understand. I'll tell the two of them when the time is right. I am in your debt once again. No kidding. What I want to know is how all this got to be so messed up. Those bracelets are made of a special alloy. They're said to expand and shrink very slightly. So they're temperature sensitive or something, yes. This is how they can shrink to the exact size of their wearer's wrist. Gamare power is extension in others. The minute they cannot sense it on their own, their muscles. Oh, so that's what the bracelets. Something about the ability to see moving objects with full clarity, right? Heard of it before. Oh, but it's not confirmed to sports alone. Therein lies one of the secrets of magic. So basically what you're saying is, Gamares can see really well. Seeing is more than believing, it is knowing. Their power relies on eyesight combined with perception and focus. Or something. Precisely, but wait. You're talking about poker, yes? Tell me when to focus is so elementary. That is all I know of things Grimari. Thank you, Mr. Zack. And he will use it before long, thereby awakening his power. I'll keep that in mind. Well, shall we play a game? Ah, I've said so much. I will tell you of that night. That night? The night my mentor passed from his... There were 2 pistols and 2 letters sent. This was Magnify's test. This last year's Magnify worked us to the bone, no, to the pain. But at night I could not shoot him. So I shot the clown's forehead instead. This it seems was the correct answer. Oh man, you got 2 army gloves, but no mammoth cloth yet. Man. Free stamina drops. Are you going after the Medusa shields from the Knight Riders also? What? Thanks for playing along with my show. You shot well tonight, Zack. Oh, you bought them? How could I shoot you? You're my mentor. Bah. I thought you might say that. If I went home without shooting anything, what would you have done then? I would have given Valon his chance. If I'd shot you in the forehead instead, then it would be over. If your Valon were to shoot me in the head, and I too, the darkness would go and my art with me. It might be another month of streaming. You're gonna have to do like a 24-hour stream of grinding for the mammoth cloth. And I am sorry. I have done much that was wrong in my day. Seems to me that Magnify wanted you to be a successor all along. That's why the time he gave you was earlier than Valant's. Perhaps, but it's not something we will ever know for sure. I wonder, what is Valant up to these days? Waiting for you to die? 7 years passed like this, warm straights go to him. Ah, now here I am and his dream is ended. It's worse than that, actually. Public opinion's a fickle thing, you know. What? You don't mean to tell me they put the blame for Amentra's death on him? Trial ended when you vanished, Mr. Zack. Or even rumors that Valant has helped you pull it off. Well, seems before I can once again disappear from this world, I have one more act to perform. And all that sorting out my life should prove to be so complicated, even though I'm dead. That night Zack was killed. He died as Shady Smith, a mysterious traveler with a secret past. But he left one thing behind before he parted. This. To whom it may concern, 7 years passed. I, Zack, murdered my mentor Magnify Grimare. I apologize for this trouble. Of course he'd killed no one. This was his way of tying up loose ends with his old partner Valant. I guess we got the Sunshine Coliseum to go to. Well, it's a blast from the distant past. Long time to see, Mr. Valant. 7 years has it been. Frankly, I didn't think I'd ever see you again. I learned a lot of people myself, and some come to some conclusions, but then I realized I needed to hear it from you. I've walked a difficult road this past 7 years. Do not be deceived. Valant's skill is the real deal. No, it was my partner who slowed me on my way. This rather well performed disappearing act was the end. Or so I thought. And fled to escape? You said something to that effect, didn't you? I remember it as it were yesterday. Yet that was not the way of it in the end. While he vanished, suspicion upon my own person never did. That's what those thieving magpies said. I had no idea. Yet that very same press comes to me now, feigning interest. They cover the greatest magic shows were of the vaudeville, and here must I stand, smiling at them all. Might I suggest that because you never made it clear what happened? Which is why I came here to get the answer from you. Ask what you will, you'll get nothing from me. I'm as much a part of this affair as you are now. Now finally, a curtain lifts. Well, I wouldn't be so sure about those miracles. And what might this be? I see it. I should have brought this to your attention sooner, but I'd imagine you'd be planning your comeback quite so fast. What is this? Document showing the true recipient of the performance rights to the Magnifies Miracles. What? Zach Gramar? He wrote this? What? He passed everything to his daughter? Trucy Ingamore, actually. She's officially my daughter these days. Preposterous, Zach is gone, vanished into the void. This is the genuine article. Zach was alive when he wrote this. Both myself and the notary can testify to this. Hey, more bunnies and birds. Why does fate toy with me so? Why must my life be lived in thrall to the dead? You're not the only one with that problem. Did you think there might be some way of it? Say if you could prove Zach shot him. Yes, my way out. It should have been my way out. Well, it might not be too late, Mr. Zalent. But this is a confession. Once he admits to killing Magnify, see? I am a magician. I fool the audience, give them a fleeting dream. Yet it seems tables have turned. Now I am the audience. I brought upon myself. Zach wrote this right in front of me. After I explained your situation to him. Allah Kazrug! Yes, it's my opinion that Zach killed no one. You must be thinking the truth is a simple matter of elimination. That would be a logical conclusion. If I had, and I told you, what would you do? Run to the police? Do as you will. It is true, after all. I have a little talent. I needed my mentor's repertoire. Was a little demon grabbed a hold of me. I knew it. Ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. So sorry, Mr. Wright. But it was not I who shot my mentor. What? But if it wasn't you, then who was it? There was another disciple, wasn't there? Such as, I don't know, knack and talent Gamara, maybe? Your wild fantasies kept me further from the truth. Wait, you don't mean... Yes, the great Magnify himself. You find it hard to believe? To be honest, I hadn't even imagined it as a possibility. When I arrived that night, the old man was still alive. I could not shoot him. When I turned and made to leave the room, the old man called out to me. So you spoke with Magnify? Yes, and this is why I knew what he had done. Magnify transferred the rights to his repertoire, not me. I see. And I guess I owe you an apology. You owe me no apology, huh? My crime was in a way more serious than that of murder. What? Your crime? Valant confessing to me? You see? I knew that 2 letters had been sent. There were no secrets between partners. It was easy to find out. That was when I understood Magnify's plan. He wanted to die by one of your hands? None of that I expected had anything to do with the rights to his repertoire. That was when I heard it. The little demon whispering inside my heart. The demon? Let me confess, I had intended to shoot Magnify. And I planned on framing my partner for the crime. What? That night, I prepared something before going to Magnify's hospital room. IV fluid, of course. I'd seen it on an earlier visit. If Zack did not shoot, I would do the deed. Then, I would use the IV to place the murder on his hands. I could not. The demon in my heart fled when the moment came. But then Magnify called me back. I'm sorry, Valant. I'm giving my magic to Zack, not you. You still lack the draw he has. Please help him if you can. I left the room. Then I stopped, the shock of what I had just been told consumed me. That is when I heard that fateful gunshot. Then the demon awoke anew within me. That killed him. He was the one. Frame him and the magic will be yours. I altered the scene of his suicide. Took the pistol from his hand, wiped off the prints. Then I used the syringe to add the IV liquid I brought. So in the end, things happened pretty much as planned. Magnify died and you framed Zack. As planned, indeed. Of course, the outcome was somewhat different than I had anticipated. Well, what do you think? Do you believe my story? Can it be believed truly? That was 7 years ago. I don't know what to believe, but, yes, I'm glad I heard it from you, Mr. Valant. Thank you. It's I who should thank you. My partner may have vanished, but not my guilt. And as my guilt stays, all else begins to leave me. My performance rights, my magic. I've had enough of vanishing acts. I understand. I thought my life was ruled by a dead man. But I find I was wrong. For Zack was alive. Well, not anymore. And now it occurs to me, what if he was not the only one who survived? What do you mean? See, now that I think about it, or else that I know, we never saw proof of her demise. We never saw her body. I'm her. The mind races, the mouth flaps. Forget this matter. I'm glad we had this chance to talk. Thank you. So, Zack Ramar, Shady Smith, whichever name you prefer, he's no longer with us. The truth revealed in that trial was only a slither. And the impenetrable darkness that remained has taken another life. I knew what I'd have to do to push back the darkness for good, and would be involved paying that man a visit. Sorry, sir. It's Drew Measham, I was right. Mr. Measham was at his desk. He seemed to be writing a letter, but he quickly sealed the envelope. Hey, how's it going there, Robo? Here goes. Let's see if this Anthraqueen spray finds anything. Ta-da, and a stamp. And this letter was sent to Kristoff. The interview request came like you said it would. Looking into the case. I swear on my life, I won't tell them about you, so please release the spell you put on my daughter. Alright, later. Gotcha. What's this? A burglar in jail? Gavin, I didn't know you moonlighted in larceny, right? Gavin, there's something I have to ask you. Can I steal your stuff? The answer is no. My apologies, there's not much I care to discuss. Vera Measham hasn't received her verdict yet. You follow me, Gavin? There are no known survivors of Anthraqueen poisoning. But it never hurts to hope. Okay, I'll be leaving now then. Right, wait. Yeah, Gavin? Would you mind leaving that letter? It's private. Oh, sorry. Forget I had it. Many thanks. Ah. He had a camera on him the whole time. We've now seen all the clues in this case. Clues I gathered over 7 long years. Now it is time. Every story has an ending. We've come to the final chapter, the final trial. Find the truth. You're the only ones who can. So, when he's saying you, he's actually talking to you as a jurist right there. Welcome to court. 7 years, all leading to one verdict. Oh, I'm not doing too bad today. A verdict which you must decide. Is the defendant Vera Measham innocent or guilty? Something inside me rising, surfacing. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution's ready to rock. Acute Anthraqueen. Thus her absence. They can't put her on trial without her being here. It is unusual. It's so bureaucratic of them. That's been a little harsh. They can't delay the trial any longer. or they risk having no one left to try. Right. If Vera dies, the trial will be canceled. I'm not going to let that happen. I'm going to get Vera her innocent verdict while there's still time. She couldn't live with the guilt of what she'd done. Vera was poisoned with Atroquine. Exact same poison that took her father's life. What better confession could you ask for? That is true. What we need to worry about isn't the verdict, the trial itself. Vince holds that Vera Misham is the victim, not the killer. If that's so, then you have to prove something. She was in court giving her testimony before us. How do you propose her killer poisoned her? Oh, and incidentally, it would be nice if you could tell us who her mystery killer was. What's this? Why, what a beautiful bottle. It's colorless. Something the matter? No, nothing at all. As Prosecutor Gavin has told us, this is nail polish. It's like paint for nails. Know any women with red nails? She's been painting them all this time? Let's call yesterday's trial. Remember when Vera was testifying to the court? Court's now back in session. Whenever Vera became nervous, she had a habit of biting her nails. Ah! Prosecutor Gavin. Did they check her nails? Bailiff, have them check the defendant's nail. Do you know who did this? Do you know who put poison in that? Yes. That bottle belongs to Vera Misham? Why do you ask? Know someone else who might have a bottle like this? No, just checking. Who poisoned Vera Misham? Christoph Gavin. What? Christoph Gavin? What's your game? There's no way he could do a thing like that. Should know that. Dude, he's behind bars. I know. However, that doesn't mean it was impossible to do what he did. What? Ask yourselves when he put the poison in the bottle. Could have been yesterday. Could have been a month ago. Maybe it was a year ago. Or perhaps it was 7 years ago. But had no motive for killing this poor girl. It's simply inconceivable. Doesn't seem to think so. That face tells me one thing. Christoph's own younger brother doesn't find it inconceivable at all. Well, Prosecutor Gavin, if you feel there's a clear and pressing need, then we may have to summon Christoph from jail as a witness. Fine. I've known for some time that an impenetrable darkness lurked at the bottom of this. A darkness that swallowed him, even myself. Okay, the defense wish is granted. Let Christoph Gavin take the stand. Bailiff, begin proceedings to call a special witness. The witness is Christoph Gavin, solitary cell 13 at Central Prison. Oh, Your Honor. It's been quite a while, hasn't it? To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? Not every day I'm summoned from my solitary cell. I think you already know Mr. Christoph Gavin. Ah, Mr. Justice. I hear you've been doing quite well for yourself. Why do I feel like somehow he's still my boss? Stiff upper lip, Apollo, you can do it. Does this bottle look familiar? Ariadonia nail polish? Well, yes, I use it myself. As did the late defendant, I hear. She's not dead yet. I admit I respect her for her taste in nail polish. Atraquine, was it? Even in solitary, much comes to my desk. Well, Clavier, maybe you can explain this. You're being accused again by him again. Ah, and? You agree with this accusation, do you? Let's hold a proper trial, shall we? I'd be delighted. Owning the same nail polish does not make a murderer. I've been in solitary for half a year. Her father died of the same poisoning. But I know he poisoned the Misham. Oh, wait. I think I just missed it. You see a skull coming out of his wrist. That's pretty interesting. It was you who killed Drew Measham. A bluff worthy of your new mentor, Mr. Wright. Oh, really? But you see, I saw it. Right when you said her father, too. Your hand tensed unnaturally, and a little devil appeared to give me the news. Let me assume, for the sake of argument, you saw me. And tell me. Ah. Well, I was already in my solitary confinement cell. Yawn Cat, Brony Fandom, Annoying Orange, Lavender Town Song. Chocolate Rain, PogChamp, Hudson Soft lost their building in a tsunami, and the last late night Conan and Pirate. Oh, and that one, I want to be the video game. Oh yeah, I want to be the Boshi. Remember that was like all the rage because of the Justin TV streamer Boshi. He was seen writing. Octocrane was found on the stamp, Mr. Gavin. To my understanding, the stamp was the murder weapon? Yes. Oh, and yes. The stamp was found in your prison cell. That's all, Your Honor. Order, order, order. Hoist on the back of that stamp. Someone paid a visit to his witnesses. Phoenix Wright. Daddy? That's when he found the stamp. You made Drew Measham write you a letter. That's how you killed him. What? My. You've upset my poor brother to the point of uselessness. Allow me to clarify this matter, Justice. All you need to do is recall Spark Bushell's... Well, that thing, see, after he put his letter in the envelope, Mr. Measham sat there searching his dress drawer for something. A stamp, a so-called postage stamp, end quote. Oh man, you will definitely want to play this one, man. I would definitely recommend playing this, namely just for the last two cases. They build up to, like, the overall arcing... They pretty much link every case except for the second one, which was a filler case, together. He was looking for a stamp. Ergo, he had no intention. What I'm arriving at was in a frame. I can somehow manipulate coincidence? Not in this one. The first, third, and fourth cases in this one are the story-related ones. The second case was pretty much filler. Yeah, this game breaks that rule. It probably has the best third case of the whole series in it. Oh man, you get to be a paralegal. Sounds like fun. Really, Clavier? Should be seeing through the weak spine bluffs by now. He's right, though. How could anyone have known Mr. Measham would use that stamp that night? I believe a defensive bluff has been called. I'm not sure I agree with you there, Kristoff. Clavier! Honestly, I wanted to believe you. But the defense wasn't trying to get away with a bluff. You are, Kristoff! What are you saying, Prosecutor Gavin? Ha, forehead. What was your accusation again? Huh? Oh, it was that this poison stamp killed Drew Measham, yeah? To which my brother responded thusly, there was no way to know when Measham would use that stamp. Tell me, it needs to be planned. Why? Why couldn't it have been a coincidence? What else was popping? Oh, yeah. Yeah, the test video of the... where they pretty much bounced off of everything crazy in Mario 3. What is it? What are you up to, Clavier? Where the side-scrolling level was nothing but bouncing off the cannonballs and... That's no impermissible testimony. I shall take his claim head on then. Justice. What? You accuse me of Misham's murder? Then, allow me to ask you. What possible reason could I have to kill a painter? Indeed. It's hard to see how an attorney could want to kill a painter now. Why didn't he bring up the motive from the very beginning? It was a battle he might lose. What does it mean? It means there might be a weak spot. Maybe I have some evidence to prove motive. I'd say it's vital. What reason? Motive becomes clear. When we consider why the stamp came to Mr. Measham's studio in the first place. Why was that? Forgery, Your Honor. Go back 7 years. Drew Measham accepts his first job creating forged evidence. I've seen that before. Page from diary, was it? Magnify Grimoire's diary! Ah, when Attorney Phoenix Wright lost his badge... This was the evidence he presented to his loss. This evidence is fake, yes. Did Mr. Wright request a forgery be made? That was never proven. Defense attorney on that case is right. Who other than him, drunk with prospect victory, could have done it? And why would they? Just out of curiosity. Do you remember this letter? Mr. Drew Measham, I deposit $100,000 in the designated account. Please send receipt. Sign the papers and send in the enclosed envelope. Within 3 days, I need not to remind you. Letter was sent to Drew Measham by the client. The enclosed stamp was none other than the poison commemorative stamp. However, the motive for his murder was already 7 years old. 7 years old? The client who requested this forgery was very cautious. He tried to erase everything and anyone with connections to the forgery. Yeah, we actually played Phoenix's last case yesterday. Stamp was a picture of my favorite magician, so I kept it. Father took me when I was very young. It was a great magic show. I loved it so much. Killer's time bomb was delayed. Poison stamp was sealed within the glass frame, where it sat for 7 whole years. Her forehead. The one who schemed up the forged diary was the one who poisoned the stamp. And it was Phoenix Wright who presented the evidence, adding the 2 statements. None other than Phoenix Wright! Sorry, that's not how this is going to go down. Oh? And how will it go down? When I found this. 7 years ago, just before the trial began. Oh boy. Here. What's this? I don't know, I just got it over there in the hall. They told me to give it to the old boy in blue suit with the spiky hair. One more thing. I'm sorry to have sprung this on you so suddenly. I understand I'm asking the impossible of you. Yes, well, you haven't really told me what happened yet. All we did was play cards. And that was enough. Phoenix Wright was put on the case the day before the trial started. I thought that's how all trials in Phoenix Wright worked. Like, a murder happens and the trial happens the next day, so that's nothing new for Phoenix. He didn't have time to request a forgery. The day before? Now here's a question. Who was Shady Ingemore's previous attorney? No, this can't all be. But it is all true. There was another man, a defense attorney with a badge on his collar. It was you, Christoph Gavin. Order, order, order! What is the meaning of this? Defendant. Let me begin by denying this. And impossible to prove if you can't. How exactly did you intend? Her forehead. Are you sure you don't have evidence? What's wrong with Gavin? He looks clammy. Evidence. Evidence that shows this man requested that forgery 7 years ago. Clavier, just prove it. Clear up the doubts now, or swear I'm off this case. He must have thought of some evidence, Paulo. I have to pull that darkness out of him. Proof's the only way I can. Evidence does not. Are you telling the truth, Apollo Justice? I am. Then I say we give him the benefit of the doubt. Very well. But if you're wrong about this, be prepared for a penalty. How can a defendant yell objection or witness? You do the defense and then justice. Oh! I haven't given a penalty like that in a long time. Except for in, like, the second Ace Attorney game where there's a few all or nothing penalties. I better save here in case I do mess up. I have to prove it's any kind of link. This evidence proves there's a link. That scrap of paper, I'm afraid I can't let you submit that. Is there some problem? There is. How could you possibly have that? You couldn't. Hey, that's Daddy's handwriting. I remember I had a visitor yesterday. When I returned, I saw you had something. What appears Mr. Wright has yet to be cured of his bad forging habit. Well, if it's a forgery. Reproduction? Wright visited Gavin's cell. He brought with him a small video camera. What? He recorded his entire conversation with you, Mr. Gavin. And the contents of your personal mail. Regardless, this mockery of a piece of evidence will never be accepted by the court. Man who happens to be an ex-attorney? Prosecutor Gavin? Embarrassing this is for me to say. I'm afraid my brother is incapable of making rational judgments at the moment. What? Only actual evidence. Well, we've certainly taken a detour. Alright, now's our time as a jurist to decide. Guilty or not guilty? Show's over, yet the crowd screams for more. Only now to understand why. Frankly, I'm relieved. This has been bothering me for 7 whole years. And I'm tired of the whole youthful angst scene. Now's our chance. Let's clean out the family's closet, eh, Kristoff? Calm yourself before you say something you regret. Spinning out of whose control, mine or yours? Take a moment to consider everything you built. Your reputation, your fame. You could lose it all, Clavier. Paul, did you see that? Prosecutor Gavin, try to remember. What's really important to you? You amuse me, hard forehead. I couldn't forget what's really important to me, even if I tried. In fact, I haven't, not even once. 7 years ago. Finally. You just couldn't resist, could you, right? Resist what? Presenting evidence? Might I request we put the current cross-examination on hold? Prosecution would like to call a new witness. State your name and occupation for the record. I'm familiar with the trial. I've watched the video several times. Unnatural? Well, you did seem prepared. And only just presented as evidence. The next moment you call Misham, it was almost as if what? Funny, it didn't even occur to me to wonder. Now that I do, I see there's only one possible explanation. Almost as if, from the very beginning, you knew Mr. Wright was going to present that evidence. Ah? Correct. I knew that if I applied the usual pressure, would eventually come up the forged diary page. Don't do this, Clavier! I knew because you told me, Kristoff. What? It's the night before the trial. Clavier. Kristoff. Odd seeing you at the prosecutor's office. Ah. I won't be appearing in the trial, actually. Huh? Why not? I won't be facing off with you on your first trial, apparently. But in exchange, I brought information. The attorney who will be there in my place is not to be trusted. Don't even give him the benefit of your respect. Listen. I want you to call a special witness. Then... I wondered about it at the time. How did Kristoff know so much? Kristoff, we were supposed to face each other in that trial. A fair fight, brother to brother. I deserved that much. You let me borrow the victim's belongings. You showed me all your research on the case. My, Clavier, you disappoint me. You find trees, yet miss the forest. You're the one missing the forest, Gavin. You can't sweep this under the rug, not anymore. Tell me what was going on behind that trial. Why not? I've achieved what I came here to do. See no harm in a little reminiscing. We've done everything we could. 7 years ago, the day before the trial, I visited the detention center at the request of my client, Zach Gramara. One card. Showdown time. Enough. You lose, Gavin. Thanks for the work. Now go. To be honest, I don't know what his reasons were to this day. As far as I could tell, he dismissed me as his representation because I lost in a game of poker. I've come to no other conclusion. If you want to know a man, you have to compete. He was watching the man behind the cards, Kristoff Gavin. I couldn't believe it. Phoenix Wright, a second-rate attorney who relies on luck and bluffs. He dismissed me and went with that pitiful excuse for a man. He deserved to die for that error alone. Hold it. So the one who requested the forgery was... Oh, I'm not admitting to anything. My point is, these two men shamed me. I do not forgive that. Phoenix Wright and Zach Ramar both deserved what they got. So you asked Mr. Measham to forge that evidence so you could win. But then, when you were dismissed as Zach's attorney, you used your forged evidence as a trap. You fed me information about the forgery you made. Then you gave your dirty evidence to him. My point is, all I'd imagined came to pass. Everything went perfectly. If I wasn't laughing, I'd weep. Prosecutor Gavin? Perfectly. You're mad, Kristoff? So we got two ending. Tell me, how did that trial end? Cancelled. Ah, I get it. So Kristoff, you've been living in fear for 7 years. What? You were afraid your forgery would be revealed and your reputation trashed. You know, he always felt like he was being watched. That's what he said every day for 7 years. Jonah's sure he is being watched, end quote. Is he alive after being gone for 7 years? Finally, I knew this moment was coming. Zach, gone missing for 7 years, Tracy's father. Kristoff was charged with murdering a mysterious traveler. J.D. Smith, was it? Poison in a Chinese restaurant? The details don't really matter right now. That traveler was Zach Ramar. What is it, Apollo? Huh? Keep going. Does he already know? It all started 7 years ago. Great Magnificent started it. Whoever defended Zach in court would be famous beyond belief. Thinking that Kristoff did the unthinkable, he forged evidence. Drew Measham. Actually, it was his daughter Vera who really did the work. Took precautions when you had the forgery made, didn't you, Mr. Gavin? These two know too much. Leave them alive and there'll be nothing but trouble. That's when you planned your poisoning of the forgers. Atraquine. Applied to a commemorative stamp. But luck was on Mr. Measham's side. The bomb didn't go off. His daughter stabbed him by taking the stamp, I see. But that wasn't the only bomb he set up. The Aridoni nail polish, of course. You noticed something when you requested that forgery? Tendency to bite her nails. Ah. She was almost kidnapped once. Since then, she's been, well, you can see for yourself. The person gave me a good luck charm from when I absolutely had to go outside. It protects me. Apparently she received something, a gift. What's his insurance? As long as she lived quietly at home, there was no danger to her. What if she had to go outside? The time bomb sat there for 7 years. And then, it went off almost simultaneously. If you're finished, may I return to my cell now? Mr. Gavin, have you heard a single thing we've said? Oh, well, listen quite closely. Quite an entertaining piece of fiction. Clavier, surely you understand. We're back to the evidence, the lacking evidence. What about the restaurant? You killed Zach Ramara. I killed no man of that name. The victim was a traveler by the name of Shady Smith. Okay, then why did you kill him? I plead my right to remain silent. Remember, this court did not convene to put me on trial. I'm afraid we have But you were doing so well, Apollo. Your Honor, Phoenix Wright's been 7 years. You still don't get it, do you? Let us assume there was poison in the nail polish. Who then? It was me, I know that much. Was you. What? Apollo Justice, guilty of murder! Maybe that's why we didn't get any more Apollo Justice games. I believe this discussion is... However, without direct proof, you have nothing. Isn't that right, Clavier? Unfortunately. Yes, Christoph, you're right. That is, you would have been right until now. What? Did the news not reach your desk in solitary? The eyes of the nation are on this courtroom today. This is the trial case for a new judicial system. So it's really interesting. When this game came out, Japan was actually talking about reintroducing their juris system. I believe it was like 2 years after this game came out, they started having a juris system in Japan. So honestly, just like the games leading up to this, like the first Phoenix Wright game, how there was like a 15-year of statute of limitations on a case. And about, I think it was like 2010 or so, Japan actually finally made it where there was no longer a statute of limitations on a murder case. So, this here was also adapting to Japan's new system. The juris system. Juris, you say. Current judicial system has been deemed too closed off from society. This new system attempts to inject the wisdom of common citizens into law. Keep the riffraff out. Out, I say. I'm gonna try to save as close to the decision as I can. So there are 2 different endings to this game, which we'll get them both. They're not in the court, they're watching everything by video camera. How can you allow this? Making this happen was Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright? So everything was leading to this, of course, right? Right! 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 I won't accept! I can't accept! This is no court! Law! The law is everything! Law is absolute! You let ignorant swine swear your courts? Christoph, it's over. Clavier! Law is absolute. You can't be serious. What? Odd. I thought you spent your life looking for loopholes. Law isn't absolute. It's filled with contradictions. The law is the end product of many years of history, a fruit of human knowledge, like a gem polished to gleam through trials and errors. It's this true fruit we receive and pass on. Except for you, Kristoff, you aren't changing, you've stopped. You're not needed anymore. I couldn't think of anything to say. Maybe, because I still haven't seen enough. But someday, I'll know what law is. And I'll fight to change it if I have to. Accused of murdering her father, the painter. However, several other incidents were reviewed and we seem to have reached the conclusion. Before this court declares a verdict, I'll wait your decision. Jurist of the court. For the death of Drew Measham, how do you find the defendant? Alright, so we're right before the decision. Innocent or guilty? I turn to you now to consider this matter. So I'm going to go with the bad ending first. This ends the trial for this case. Only the verdict remains to be decided. It's currently in intensive care. The decision cannot be reached today. May never be reached. Did the defendant poison her father that night? So she is guilty. Or was there another reason for Mr. Measham said? So she is innocent. Please, wait. Yes, jurist number 6? Something in the jurist handbook here. Persons involved with the case may not be jurists. That is correct. I've looked into all your dossiers. None of you are involved with the development of the case. With the development of the case, I see. Does that answer your concern? It's time for your verdicts. Make your decision in the case against Vera Measham. After 7 years, the truth is ready to be heard. Judge wisely, judge well. Oh, it doesn't let me save in this section of it. Oh, hey, look who it is! And so a verdict was reached. First verdict under the juror system. A hung jury. The final verdict would have to wait for the following day. But fate has different plans. That night, the defendant, she died in her hospital bed. Her verdict was postponed for eternity. I just wanted the achievement. So we got bad ending, get. Innocent or guilty? I turn to you now. So, the big shocker here is jurist number 6 is the missing Felissa Grammaire. As we can see by the bracelet she was wearing. None of you are involved. It's time for your verdicts. And in Japan, it's impossible to get a hung jury. Because they have 6 laypersons and 3 judges. And you only need a majority vote. Unless someone can't decide on a verdict. That's the only way to get a hung jury in Japan's jury system. Innocent by unanimous decision. The record will show. When the verdict was announced, special witness laughed. A laugh louder than any ever heard before or since. A laugh that echoed in the halls of justice, lingering for what seemed like hours. In an intensive care ward, a true miracle occurred. Vera Measham opened her eyes. Vera, I'm so glad I... Don't cry, Apollo. I'm happy too, and proud. You did well, Apollo. When I thought about what if Vera, Hey now, don't you start crying too. I'm sorry you had to see us like this. Vera. Thank you so much, Apollo. Thank you. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have pressed you like that. If I hadn't, you never would have bitten your nails. No, I was wrong. Staying locked inside like that, clinging to my good luck charm. Vera, when I opened my eyes and saw you, I finally understood. It's important to be a part of the world. See things with your own eyes. Looks like that poison had some effect on after all. Killed off whatever was holding Vera back from life. I knew you'd pull through, Vera. I mean, that's what Apollo was fighting for the whole time. No, really, it's okay. Hey, it's Truce. Ooh, look, it's me! I love it, thanks! Is that me? You really captured your essence, Apollo. Well, I think so, at least. That reminds me, do you know where the other lawyer is? Oh, you mean Daddy, except he's not a lawyer anymore. It's my fault, isn't it? Man, all these spam bots on Kick right now. Ooh, no, that's not what I meant. No, it's okay. I'm through looking away from things I've done. Hope I can look him in the eyes again someday and apologize. I'm sure he'd be happy to hear that. He brought all those things for me when he came to visit earlier. You mean that stack of videos? You know, I knew my real daddy was alive. Huh? I was there 7 years ago, remember? I was the one who helped him vanish from the courtroom. You did what? Huh? I'm not telling. He promised me that day he went away. We may not meet again for some time, Trucy. But know this, I will be watching, and one day I shall return. You're the next Grimare, after all. Oh, Trucy. In the end, he couldn't keep that promise, could he? It's okay, Phoenix is my daddy now. Even if he can't really play the piano. Daddy can't. Oh, and I've got you too. Even if your voice is kinda loud sometimes. Glad I made your list. Hey, come to think of it, where is Daddy? The one who can't play. Do you know Apollo? I think he said he had to meet someone. I wonder. Maybe it's a new mommy. Sigh. Hee. Oh, Trucy. Yes, Vera? I was wondering, could you show him to me once more? Sir Hat, was it? Oh, he's not been knighted yet. Here goes. Do us an impersonation, Mr. Hat. Objection! Ahem! Not loud enough. And I like Miss Magic Underwear better. That's magic panties, Apollo. So your memories returned? Mr. Wright, was this all part of your plan too? I don't know what you're talking about. When I lost my memory, I was reborn as Lemoir. But you knew my true identity, did you not? That is why you chose me as one of your jurists. Ah, you're thinking into it too much. Besides, there was no guarantee that regaining your memory would make you happy. Of course it is a happy thing. For so long I thought I was alone. But now I know I have children. 2 dear children. I'm so proud of them. This too, I think, is thanks to you. Are you going to tell them? They do not know? Nope. They don't know their mother. They don't even know their siblings. I will go to them when the time is right. Till then Don't worry, I'll take care of them for you. They're very important to me too. A little annoying at times, but still, I have to keep an eye on her at least. Because I'm the only one who knows how she really feels on the inside. Your bracelet. Yes? I've seen a lot of mysterious things these past 7 years. Your bracelets were the strangest of all. I remember meeting him half a year ago in Kristoff's office. And then I met you. 2 fates destined to intertwine, and I was there when they crossed. I'll never forget that. Such a small thing, that bullet. Yet it tore who I was away. "10 years ago, during a simple rehearsal. It was a miracle no one died, but I didn't survive that accident. That is why I left the troupe, my family. Now, my memory has returned. I am myself once more. For the first time, I am glad to be alive, Mr. Wright. Speaking of miracles, regained her consciousness this morning. Can only hope she's as glad as you are. It is a strange thing, fate. Sometimes a life is taken. Sometimes a life is spared. You know what I've been thinking? People don't die that easily, really. As long as they've got something worth living for. And that's pretty much the end of my story, for now anyway. I've still got a long way to go. This power mine, well, it needs some work. But there's hope now. We'd lost it, but somehow we found it again. That's why people are smiling again, hope. Yeah, I think I'll keep at this lawyer thing for a while. Oops, training time. Gotta go cords of steel. Here comes justice! Boop, boop, doop. I'm glad you're staying with the agency, Apollo. It's like I've found my long-lost big little brother. Oh, and don't you worry about Trupe Gramare. Trucy's on the case. Now that I have this, thanks to Daddy. Trucy Gramare? Frankly, I got my doubts. But Hat Gramare? Now that'll pack him in. It's not every day you get a trial that rocks harder than one of our gigs, y'all. That's why it's over. The Gaviners are breaking up. The news caused quite a run on tissues at supermarkets. You're the real stars now. I look forward to our next jam session. Well, it's finally over. You know, thinking about it, I've been a piano player longer than I was a lawyer. Now that everything's sorted, I've got time on my hands, maybe I'll take some lessons. Or maybe I'll take the bar exam again. Emma Snakai. So I was standing around eating snackus the other day. when I got this crazy idea. What if they were golden? You could augment the crunch, or better yet, make them ding. Ah, the power of science. Although the preservatives might not be 100% safe. It's an unlikely event you're wanting Russian feast. Come to Borch Bowl Club. Only thing cooler than the restaurant is Borkst. But our greatest challenge is being quad. Then come to the hideout. You know who to ask for. She looks like a Team Magma grunt. Olga is really part of Team Magma. You can tell by her bandana. Apollo Justice linked to Pokemon World. So Kentucky Pastries is getting back to Eastern roots. Spread the culture and all. Yo, boss, culture them! This is how we write root, capiche? But we're still about giving back to the people. Yo, boss, PR time! This is how we write people, alright? Not that Walkie's paying any attention. Woo, kids. Besides, Chinese characters on cake was fly idea like 3,000 years ago. Believe that. Man, you want to make it today, you gotta keep it real. Know what I'm saying? Yo, that's why I made this. OG cracker, for real. I know it don't look like no cracker. Gee, what you want me to call it? The OG muffin? I don't know where all this talk about food is coming from. You ask me, there's only one food, and that's noodles. Noodles forever. I got a new one too. See, this time I just put a big chunk of salt in the bowl. Why pretend Eldian's noodles is about the salt? Salt forever! My exceptionally inquisitive nature is one in an incredible duration, you see? You used to call me Wesley Stinkler in Wesley Stickler hands. But no longer. I have a new name, one that reflects my true academic nature. Wesley Sicko, reporting. Yes, curiosity is a sickness, and I am the cure. Panty Snatcher. Get him! Throw him in jail! I don't know how to thank you all for all you've done. Light has returned to my life, and with it, joy. I may have lost years, but I've gained a treasure. 2 treasures, in fact. I will think of them when I write my next song. Hey, how do I feel about how things turned out? I've decided to keep painting. Originals only, of course. I suppose I'll have to see a bit of the world outside to find out what to paint. But I know there are good people out there now. I've met them. The door is open. The world is waiting. Thank you. Mr. Hat. Hat Gramare, the best magician around. Misham. Alright, that was Apollo Justice we played through. Turnabout Succession. I'm not gonna start that today. So I'm gonna actually load up my... I'm just gonna take a look and see if I have any checks on my... archipelago, and then I'm gonna probably stop because I don't plan on playing it much. I just want to see what I've gotten on archipelago to get. So let me go right ahead and pull. Get this loaded. Mainly, I'm just gonna look at Mario World. Pokemon. Every time I check, I don't have anything in it yet. So it's like. I'm gonna see if we can actually climb or swim. Still blocked in this game. I can't climb, I can't swim, so we're still blocked out. So yeah. Can't do those but spin jump. I can't do block sanity without progressive Yoshi. Don't have carry, so I can't get any of the bonus exits. So yeah, we're still blocked, to say the least. So yeah, I guess I can load up Pokemon and see where we're at in it. Again, I'm just looking to see if I have any checks left to do in either game right now. But I will load my pop tracker actually to look at Pokemon also because still nothing new. I feel like I've been stuck forever in... They only have 5 badges. Last thing I got was Headbutt. Yeah, so we're still like... Still have nothing we can do in here, really. So, like, we're stuck. Yeah, I'm, like, still blocked in Pokemon, so... Well, the only place I haven't been is Olivine City, which I can go to, but... Like, not much we can do there, though, because, like... Yeah, everything I have here is blocked. Oh, there's, like, a few checks I have here. There's, like, a bush. I guess we gotta fight her. Get this bush, and... That's about the only checks I have in this game. Well, I guess after doing my checks here, I'm gonna stop streaming for the day. I don't know what I don't know if I'll start Dual Destinies up next time I'll stream or not. I might, since I've never really played it. Like, I'm in-game levels in Pokemon, I just don't have any abilities to get stuff. Oh man, we get low-level Moltres. Oh shoot, no getting around that guy. Apparently he's the guy who can call you and give you an item now. Let's burn the Pikachu with fire. Alright, so there's like free checks I can do here. I do have all the items I can buy in the store. That's about all we can get right now. Fully, anyway. Well, I guess we're blocked on Pokemon again, so thanks for everyone coming on out. I will catch everybody next time. I don't know what I'll stream tomorrow. But again, appreciate y'all coming on out. Hope y'all have a great day, and I'll see y'all later. Here we are back in court. Objection! We're now up to the trial of Apollo Justice. How do you plead, Mr. Justice? I am guilty. So again, thanks for coming out, guys. See y'all later. Have a great day.